hi everyone, hi everyone. My name is Ian. I am lead developer of Indiebuild team, and this video is another video in the series of game development ASMR, which I don't know for how long it's gonna go on. Maybe, well, you can count it as an indefinite series. It's gonna go indefinitely. But yeah, I'm having lots of fun. So I decided to keep going. This video is going to be a bit more casual in the sense that you don't need to be an hardcore ASMR fan to enjoy this. If you just want a quieter video so that you can study or do whatever you want, like sleep, maybe just chill. You don't need to be here specifically for the ASMR. This is a test because the previous video we had a lot of ear to ear whispering and soft spoken, and nowadays I want to be a little bit more casual so that more people can enjoy it. I'll still be speaking quietly, and I probably will be going to whispering as the time goes on. Okay. And this is my game, the game that I'm making with my wife, who did all the 3D art, the amazing 3D art, and Jaqueta, my friend, who did all the gorgeous UI that you're gonna be able to see soon. Sorry, it's gonna be a little bit bright at first, but for later parts of this video, we're gonna go through dark mode, which is going to be much darker. Okay, so don't need to worry about getting flashbang in case you are watching this in the dark or something like that. Okay. I try to keep this video as dark as I can. Okay, alright. And the main goal behind this series is to develop games while doing ASMR, and this game will in the future have an ASMR mode where all the sounds will be replaced with more tingly noises depending on what you want. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet, but I want it to be very configurable, but as of right now there's no such feature. What we have is just well, the game how it is in the night mode, but in the future, and I'll probably record ASMR and all the process of making the game ASMR. But for this video we are going to go through our piece placement issues. So it's issue 141 or 141, and the only remaining sub issue is this particular issue right here, which is bounds for certain pieces are too large and block you from getting nearby position pieces. Use grid blocks to select the piece instead of the piece bounds. This probably makes zero sense for you, especially if you don't know what this game is about. So I'm gonna briefly show it. Let's go through map main, and basically packing packs, which is the name of this game. It's just a game about packing bags, and you literally get pieces and you should position those pieces within the grid. You essentially need to fit all the pieces inside the bag, or in this case inside the cooler. But we have luggages, you have backpacks, you have coolers, you have even treasure chests at some point, and we're probably gonna get very crazy later on. But yeah, that's basically what we have. And it's a very pretty game, if I must say so. Again, I'm a little bit biased because my wife made the art, but hopefully you find the art attractive as well. If you want and if you like the game, the style of the game, the vibes, please give us a wish list on Steam. But just if you like it and just if you want it, okay? Alright, so what does this issue mean? Bounds for certain pieces are too large and block you from getting nearby position pieces. Well. in order to better understand that, let's open the testing level, which is level_testing, I think. Yep, this is it. And let's add, for example, a piece. Let's add hair lotion. Why not hair lotion? Okay, I'm gonna go full screen so I can better see what's going on. But basically, if I put those headphones here and then I put hair lotion here, it's kind of hard to get the hair lotion. Well, usually, right? Maybe if I put the hair lotion first and then the headset, it really depends. But since the bounds for the headset or for the object is kind of a contiguous square from what I remember, basically it's a little bit difficult, especially when we are working with the rush mode, which I can show you as well. But basically it's a mode. Let me show it. Let me just cheat my way into dark mode, so it gets a little bit darker, as you can see. And let's go back to the main menu. Basically, we have in the game a infinite rush mode with procedural puzzles. We're gonna have other two infinite modes, but this mode has a very specific time limit. So we have 90 seconds to fit everything in the bag. And what usually happens is that those more complicated pieces, like this crab, you see, that's the perfect example. I'm hovering above this cell, but if I click here, I'll be selecting this crab, you see. And that's not something that we want. We don't want that to happen, because if we have a piece here, sometimes it conflicts between getting the piece that's actually here and this crab. We always want to have the piece that's actually within this grid. So yeah, that's what I'm looking into fixing. That's what I want to fix. And yeah, this is the rush mode. I'm not gonna play it because I have very little time. Also, there are going to be multiple difficulties. It's not going to be everything 90 seconds. We're probably gonna have a mode like where you start with 200 seconds, another one with 120. The hardest one is probably gonna be 90, or at most like 70, 60. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So we're getting the later part of the video. It's not gonna be very visual probably for you. Feel free to just tune in or chill and relax and just use this as a background noise so that you can actually do anything else that you wish. And I say that's not going to be very visually interesting because, okay, the scene is pretty, but what we're going to do is actually not going to be near, as pretty as this at all. It's going to be actually the opposite. We are going to be mostly working with blueprints. Are this is a blueprint. A blueprint is a type of visual programming language that exists within Unreal Engine. I believe that since Unreal 4, this is Unreal 5. And well, Unreal uses both Blueprint and C++, and we are using both languages on our project. As you can see up here, this Blueprint inherits from a C++ piece of code, but then we implement most things on Blueprint. We use blueprints particularly because they are very fast to iterate on. Not necessarily fast, in the sense that they are not as performant as C++, but they're much faster to work with. You don't need to recompile, you don't need to, well, do all that stuff that comes with C++. And today we're going to mostly be working with Blueprint. And, well, I think that I can probably go into mostly whispering right now. And, okay. And what will we do? Basically, we need to change the way that we select pieces instead of going through the bounds, which is basically a cube that is created through the piece blocks. We need to actually use the blocks themselves to select the piece instead of an arbitrary boxed bounds. Somewhere around here we have this build bounds box, as you can see, build bounds box. Just so that we can debug this, we can click this add box collision and we can set this as visible in game, because as of right now it is hidden in game. It's going to have lots of mouse clicking. I'm sorry, there's not much that I can do about that. But basically, it's a bit hard to see, but you see that black box. Maybe I think that's better visible on you see that black box. This black box that is on the other side of the pieces is the bounce. It's the bounce. And as you can see, it's not really using the actual blocks. So when I put a piece here, you can see that even if I select the middle, I'm actually selecting the headset, you see, because it's within the bounds of that specific headset. And I don't want that. I want each piece to be selectable through their own grid cells, so that it's more precise. Now, this comes with a little bit of a trade-off, because here on the notepad on the right side, I should be able to select the piece anywhere, as long as it's close enough to the piece. So the bounds might be useful for that. But as soon as I put the piece down, those bounds should go away. It should go away. And I say that because if I select the headset through the middle here in the notepad, I should be able to select it, but not if the headset's placed. Not if the headset's placed. That shouldn't happen then. Okay, so I think that we can experiment. But first let me drink some water. I'm gonna do some slight tapping if you don't mind. Just slightly, because again, this is a more casual ASMR video. Okay. So here on build bounce box, what we can do first is we can completely remove this. First, we can try to completely remove this at first, and see and test to see if this works. I'm going to try to not whisper directly into the mic. I'm going to whisper it a little bit further from the mic, just so that have any bounds. Oh god. Why? Ah. Uh-huh. Okay. Um, the bounce is important for other other things, it seems. Okay, so let's create it, but change its collision. We're not going to make it a selectable at all. We're gonna make it ignore the selectable collision response. Selectable collision response. It means that I won't be able to select a piece through the selectable. Now I cannot pick up any piece, you can see, because the bounce box was the main responsible for allowing me to actually pick it up. That means that sorry about the parents. Oh, that means that well, yeah. As I said, the main responsible for allowing me to pick up pieces is the bounce box. Therefore, I need to change the collision of I could go on hypothetically I could go into the BP piece grid. I think it's actually piece block. Yeah. And within that piece block I could make it a selectable. It's already selectable, it seems like. It's already selectable. But the thing is, it is a selectable. But it's not really. If I'm going to, if I check the cursor, it's a selectable, but it cannot be selected because I don't think there's any interactions related to its selection, or better yet, it is not a selectable interface. It technically can be traced, which means that it is detected. But it cannot be selected. Well, we can try something here. We can get this hit actor, and then we can cast to BP piece block specifically. And then after casting to BP piece block, we then get the owner, which I think is this. Let's go into build blocks and see. Yeah, the owner is the piece itself. So we go into piece block. If it's not a piece block, that's fine. But if it is, I'd like to use all those actually. Wow. Okay. Let me think a bit. Maybe we can. Yeah. It will require a little bit of refactoring. So to send the word transform is the last recent thing, and then we do this. It's the impact point for the last recent thing. And this is the normal, right? This is the normal. This is something else entirely. This is the hit actor that should go here. And okay, that seems fine. Because the idea is that we will, let's brace ourselves, but let's turn this into function. Oh god, no, it didn't work. Why it didn't work? I don't know why it didn't work. Maybe there's something that, maybe return node? I don't know. Let's maintain those returns and then do something like this. Then we copy and then we're gonna try select actor or something like that. I don't know. Then we paste. Okay, everything got into here. So this is going to be the actor. Select double. And we're gonna do this here. And this is going to be the normal. And this is going to be, no, I don't remember. I don't really remember. It's transfer selectables. It's the impact point. Select actor. Okay, so this is impact point. Okay. We need to create a variable selected. And what else? What else we need to do? I believe that's it. We should also return a boolean. Probably called early return. If it returns, it's an early return. Now, if something goes bad like this, it's cannot be selected, or this is has failed, then we do not do an early return. And then theoretically, we go into trace for selectables. We're gonna remove all that and go. Oh god, this is gonna be a bit scary, but yeah, we put this here now. And if the cast piece block fails, we do this. This is selectable. This is the normal. This is the impact point, and here we will do the same thing. But if it's a piece block, then we do this selectable, and of course, if it's an early return, then we just return. Return out. Great. And here, the normal and the impact point. I'm not sure, but I think we could get the actor location. And maybe up vector or forward vector. I don't know. Let's try the up vector first. Okay, guys. Okay. Now it does this. Let's see if we are being able to select anything at all. No. I don't know why though. Let's add a breakpoint here. And see if we're actually, or better yet, add a breakpoint here. And see if this is even triggering at all. When we hover above, no, it's not triggering. If it's not triggering, that means that it's not detecting it. It's not detecting. Let's do the following. Let's do print string. Or better yet, draw debug string. And then we will draw for 1 second in pink the actor that was hit through this trace. And the trace is basically kind of a laser pointer that will, in this case, much bigger than a laser, but yeah. Okay. everything correctly, that you just packed your bag correctly. We can try to temporarily not make it as selectable. Just temporarily and see if now it can trace for. No, it still can't trace for the grid block. That's curious. Okay, so after thinking for a bit, I still don't know. It's possible that this box collision is changing in real time. Basically, something else might be changing this collision percent after the game starts, because this is just the default. It's very much possible that this is being changed in real time. Yeah, see, like it says to no collision, and it kind of makes sense. Actually, now I remember. The reason why I did not put collision on each of those piece blocks. Was because of performance. Because it's very bad on performance. I think that again we can probably do a combination of bounding box, the bounds, that's just a simplified cube, and we can then use the piece block in case the piece is already placed. And to do that, I think that we can do the following. We have somewhere around here, I think that's that functionality. We have this place piece, and is placed. Okay, so when the piece is placed, what we want to do is simply deactivate the bound box collision. So we're gonna search for the bounce box. Here it is, and we're gonna set collision enabled. It's gonna be no collision at all. However, if we displace the piece, which is probably something, yeah, if we displace the piece, then it's very important to set it as active again. I think query all is fine, but I don't know. Okay, so hypothetically, now if we go into build bounce box, up here, we can enable this block selectable. Now we can grab the piece again, of course, but after placing the piece. So place the piece. Now I can select it anymore. And that's correct. I will only be able to select it again if I displace a piece. See, now I can select again. So just while it is placed, then we're gonna use the precise piece block collision. after casting, what we're gonna do is essentially check if it's placed. Okay, placed. If it is placed, then we activate the collision. And if not, we deactivate it. Of course, assuming that it's not already active or inactive. Gotcha. Collision enable. So, if it's placed and if it is no collision, we set it as collision enable, or basically just collision enable for query only. And down here we do the opposite. We get this and do if it's query only, or better yet, if it's not no collision. If it's not no collision, then we set it as no collision. If it's not placed, then we want to set this to be the box collision enable. Alright. Okay. So if it plays it now, it's actually using the precise collision, which is good, because that means that I won't be able to select the headphone through here, but I can select it through the precise grid blocks. That means that we won't have any trouble. Probably. Anything happens here? No. The bounds now are very precise. So there's, of course, the performance issue. What I mean by performance issue is that the collision should only be enabled if the cursor is near enough the piece, like on a reasonable distance for it to activate. I don't know if like checking for specific distances will be like heavier than just allowing it to tick. I don't know, but this kind of fixes the issue. Let me just re-enable the notepad collision though. The notepad collision for selectable is not. Okay, it's now selectable again. And let's think here on build bounds box. We need to set this hidden game again. Alright. That means that let's disable the debug for the cursor. Lots of debugging. Okay. And now in this drawbug string we also don't want this. We don't want this as well. Okay, so we can select the pieces. Seems to be working normally. Nice. I think that we fixed it then. Okay, before we just say that it's fixed, let's commit. This is source control, this is git patch. And we're just gonna save more changes and say fixed issue 141. And then we do a push. And then we can mark this as done as well. It closes automatically, but let's mark this as done. Technically that's progress. Hooray. Now the pre-alpha / store page is 86% complete. That's nice. Just so that we can properly test or nail implementation. Let's go into rush mode. So to do that without flashbanging you guys, let's do it. Then go to dark, and then we go to first one, but it's not. At least it's not because of a bug. It's just because I'm bad at this game. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. Yeah, I think I figured it out. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, but it's here. We have 10 seconds, guys. We have 10 seconds. Okay, we did it. We did it. And now that's why it's not bad. It's to be selectable because we can click it. We gain 30 seconds. That's not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Oh, that's a lot of pieces. Let's try. Let's try. We have 30 seconds. We have 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Good. Let's see. Okay. 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 Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Time for level 3. This is very silly. Let's go. It's starting to get laggy, boys. Starting to get laggy. But no issues so far. No issues so far with the bounds really showing that. It's much more precise now. It's gonna go here. Let's put this down there. Then we try to figure out later. Let's try to figure out later. This can go here. Okay. I know, boom boom. I know, boom boom. So oh, we can do this. Oh no, 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 no. That's not gonna work. We lost a rush. 003. Okay, last one. One more. Last one. I just lost time here. Just lost time. It's very laggy. I'm not sure why it's that laggy, but I think it's because it's on editor and my PC is recording and all that. I don't think it's playable like this. Okay, I give up. But it seems to be working fine. As a last test, since the respawn was really faster than I expected, we can try to go into a specific level. So we can go into level selection. This is the level selection. It's a little bit bright, but we can toggle to night mode, and then we can go into mystical oasis, and then we can do this puzzle, the sandstorm bag. It's quite tricky from what I remember. Let's do this. You are doing great, my friend. If you keep this up, I might give you a promotion. Thanks. Now this huge green luggage is pretty much a mess. Yep. Today's bags owner got caught on a sandstorm while they were trying to grab a soda, so lots of sandball. This packing bag will put your skills to test. I believe in you. Give me a good old poke if you need any help. I will do it. Give me one hint. Yo, so on that count 4 hints for you this time, right? Yep. That's because this one is big, as you can see. Sweaty. Let me drink some water. Not only that, but we have a pair of compasses, which is this one. Its shape completely changes when fidgeted with. It becomes an L. I used that to my advantage here in this photo. The L shape is a bit smaller but trickier to place, so I place it first alongside the other fidgety elements. So here he placed the compass, the pair of compasses, the singular compass, and the telescope. For my solution, I also kept the telescope the way it is, so keep that in mind. Alright, so basically what he did is grab this, and then we can fidget, and then we can open it, put it here, and then we can grab the compass, close it, and then put it, I think, on this side, and then the telescope, which is gonna be opened. Alright, so let's try to continue our roll. If we need, we can ask for more help. But yeah, so let's try to burn this here. pressures that we can put up there. Maybe you can put it like this, like this, like this. This needs to be dry. This is metal. I don't think it's gonna go adjacent to that wet towel. So, alright. You could maybe put this here. I don't know, or up here. This is a dry wallet. It cannot go down there as well. This is hot. That's fine. As long as it doesn't go, as long as it's not adjacent to. Okay. This is not fitting. It's not fitting. It's not fitting. Let's try this. Now it won't work out. Okay, it won't work out. Won't work out. Tricky. Remember that this is tricky. Alright. Let's follow Popo's hints and ask for another hint. Ask for another hint. Okay. 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 So if we follow the hints that he's giving us, we put precious pieces first on those places, on those places, on those places, on those places, those places. It's still a little bit laggy, but well. Let's try one more. Okay. Okay, this one was tricky, the headset. The school, Sandy school, and the Sandy clothes go here. And then we have the metal capsule, the capsule here. I think that I can do the rest. By the way, it's pretty funny because, can I say this? I was the responsible for making the hints and basically making the puzzle. I mean, the puzzle was designed originally by my wife, by Camila, but I added adjacency. I actually recorded the photos and all that. So yeah, I don't remember anymore the solution to my own puzzle. I know. That's pretty funny, I guess. Okay, let's use the boomerang here, and then we put. Oh wait, where do I put the hand? Okay, here. And then lastly the magnifying glass. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it. It's working. Seems to be working pretty nicely. Thank you for stopping by. See you next time.